Hey Legacy Builders, welcome back to Mind Your Money. In this video, I'm recording me tracking my expenses on my Quicksilver credit card from the 18th of August through the 24th. We were doing a lot of back to school shopping in the last week, so you're probably going to see more eating out and larger charges at some of the places where we decided to, buy school supplies and clothes for my children. So I'm using this Kaikaibo method. I believe that's what it's called. I shared it in last week's video, and there's a video linked below if you'd like to see, a full walkthrough on how to use it. We had a no spend on the 18th, so no charges posted on that date, and so I would just count it as a no spend. On the 19th of August, my first purchase from Target hit. Now, this time when I went shopping, I think what I did was I bought some things for the baby. I bought some clothes for myself, and then I bought some little like trinkets, toys, and new bottles for my baby girl. So this $196.61, I paid it back from my annual bills fund so that we didn't have a large charge just sitting on the card. Next, on the 19th, my cell phone bill hit, and we paid $93 to Metro PCS every single month. It comes out automatically, so that is a monthly bill. Next was a quick trip to Stop and Shop. I'm thinking the $4.30 was simply some household things like the reusable bags, because in New York, they don't give you bags anymore. You have to pay for them. You either buy a paper bag for like 10 cents or 50 cents, or you buy a reusable bag, which is probably what that $4.30 was. So I just put that as coming from household. Then also on the 19th, I had a credit reward redemption for $1.48. Next day, on the 20th, what posted was another Stop and Shop run. I bought some groceries, and that came up to $18.99. I think that was just baby formula. And then next on the 20th, my husband's Metro card, he purchased for $34, and that will come from transportation. And on the 20th, I also had two credit reward redemptions. The first one was for $1.50. The second one was for $2.91. Now moving forward to the 21st, I purchased a subscription from PureFlix. They have some really good shows there, so I paid $8.99 for that. And then that's the only charge on that date, but there was a credit reward redemption for $1.12. Then on the 22nd, the first transaction that posted was a payment for the $196.61. That's the charge I made at Target a few days before. And then Amazon, $37.55. I bought some magnetiles for my 5 and 6 year old. Then on the 22nd, a credit reward redemption for 13 cents. Anytime I see cash sitting there in the cash rewards, I'm going to use it to lower the balance. Then interest charges hit on the 22nd for $135.18. And that's it for the 22nd. The next charge, or not charge, but the next transaction that posted was on the 23rd of August, and that was a payment of $100 from our operating account. That was how much I paid from our paycheck that day. And then there are two charges on the 23rd from Target. The first were some toys I bought for my youngest sons and something for the baby, and so that was $30.11. The second charge was all of basically school supplies, pens, pencils, things I needed to purchase for my oldest son. He's in high school, so I bought all of his things separately. I wanted to make sure I got his, like bath stuff, socks, underwear, and then, deodorant, things like that. I spent $166.74. I put a check mark next to that transaction because I did pay that back already. And then, or I'm about to anyway, in this session. And also on the 23rd, we went to Walmart. Now we had to buy a crib mattress for the baby, and then most of the stuff we bought was for my oldest son because he needed some pants and some shirts and things like that for back to school. So I wanted to make sure I got those items for him, and we're also going to pay that back in this session because that was $247.84 worth of stuff. And then because we were on the road, we did stop at Chick-fil-A, and we spent $28.24. And then also on that day, our McDonald's purchase posted for $30.27. So that's everything that can fit on this page. So what I'm going to do is total up all of those charges, starting from the $196.61 that I spent at Target all the way through the last charge at McDonald's posted on the 23rd. So I can see what the total is before I move to the next page. Thankfully, we don't have that many more transactions to talk about, so I'll be able to walk through those rather quickly. I just wanted to get an idea of how much we've charged in the last week, even though I've been using credit rewards to reduce the balance, and I am going to make a payment in this session. So for the transactions up until the 23rd, $1,031.82. Now I'm going to flip over, and I'm going to start with the 24th. Now I'm trying to remember why I made this purchase. I don't think it was groceries, because I wouldn't buy groceries from Target, but I think it was household stuff. So cleaning and some personal hygiene products for me. So I'm writing in my categories. I believe that this Target run is just coming from Purpose Funds or household. Either one, it's fine. It's probably going to come from Purpose Funds. And I charged $32.18. When I was pausing, I was trying to remember what exactly did I buy, because last week now feels like a blur because there was so much happening. I mean, a whole lot. On the 24th, I purchased from Buffalo Wild Wings posted. We went out to eat. And it was really good. I haven't been to Buffalo Wild Wings like ever. And so I thought the food was pretty good. So that was it for what we charged last week. So I'm going to just total up these two expenses and then get a grand total of all of the credit card charges we made in the last week. I was really looking at how much we ate out, and I felt like we could have made better choices, but when you're in the thick of it, like you're running back and forth from store after store, and you have children, the drive-thru was just easier. Not that it can really be avoided in the summer because we're outside more and it's hot and you're getting prepped for back to school. So I'm not going to beat up on myself. I'll just say it is what it is. So we charged $1,118.29. The reality is we had a lot of back to school shopping to do, so it is what it is. I did already make multiple payments, which I should be showing you on the screen, and the $414.58 is the, oh my gosh, did I mess it up? No, the $414.58 is what I charged at Walmart and what I charged at Target, because we put a little over $500 aside into our emergency fund just to keep it there until we were ready to pay back the card for the back to school shopping. So thankfully we didn't have to use the whole $500, so that's not too bad. And after I make that payment, $703.71 is still outstanding for charges in the last week. And as I look through to see what we have been charging, bills mostly. And you know what? I did not subtract the $196.61, so that also needs to be accounted for. So that's the one mistake I see already that I made in this video. $196.61 plus we had $166.74 plus also $247.84. all those individual charges, I made those payments. So I made a total of $611.19. And if you subtract that from the 1118, I believe, we're really doing not so bad. And then we have bills come in, and then of course interest charges. That's what, increased the balance. But we are still making an automatic payment once per month and manual payments every single week. And because I am so strict about using my budget workbook, I'm just transferring all of those transactions into my expense tracker. So when I go back to set up my next budget or just review spending, it's already in there. And I hope that if you guys are interested in purchasing a book, that you would do so from Amazon or share it with someone, gift it to someone you think might benefit if they like pen and paper, budgeting and planning like me. I really do believe this book is like all in one, and it's not basic in the sense that there's not enough space for you to track expenses, write down your goals, and set up your monthly budget or your budgets by paycheck. It's that you can still create your own. You can create your own vision board within this budget workbook. You can create your own set of goals. You can utilize the expense trackers however you want to. Maybe you're tracking all of your side income, or maybe you just want to budget your side income and not your regular W-2 income, if that's how you earn. It's really a nice book, and I would appreciate it, because you know what, my family and I are on a journey towards debt freedom again. And while we do that, it's I think it's beneficial for me to let you know, if you're still listening, if you're still watching, that I have products available on Amazon. Those products, as they sell and as I get revenue from them, it helps my family to help us pay down debt and reach certain goals. And I'm sharing the journey here. I'm trying to make sure that I am also relatable, because we all didn't start where we had the biggest emergency fund, and we made the best decisions 100% of the time when it came to how to manage debt and how to manage your savings. So I hope that this realistic view of what we spend and how we track is helpful to you. All right, so now that I have all of my transactions filled out in my annual budget workbook, I'm just going to go ahead and tally up what I spent, and then see if we can stick to hopefully not spending too much in the next week. I don't know if I am going to be that successful, because again, we still had very important purchases we had to make getting our household ready for back to school. So that's our cleaning products, and of course our vitamins and disinfectant and all those things. We still have to get fall jackets, we have to buy coats, we have to buy new shoes. These kids are growing, and my baby girl is now out of the 3 to 6 months and now wearing between like 6 months or 6 to 9 months. So we still have plenty of shopping to do, and we're putting the money aside for it, but using the credit card is just safer, especially like when you're doing a lot of on the road shopping. Sometimes things move quickly, and I know I can lock my credit card quickly in case, just in case something happens. Like if somebody tries to take your card, or you lose your card, or you're just in the hustle and bustle of moving from here, this store to that store. I just want to make sure that we're using our card responsibly and we're protecting ourselves from any, fraud and stuff like that. So we will be using our credit card to do shopping, but we are also making payments. So if you stay tuned to my budget by paychecks or my budget breakdowns, you'll see that we are making continual payments, because we don't want to keep carrying a balance. And I am going to hopefully have a budget by paycheck closeout for the last budget for August. Hopefully by the 30th. We'll see if that happens. I'm going to try my best to get that out to you. And I thank you for watching this video. Remember to mind your money, manage it well, and live your lives abundantly. Thank you so much again for being here, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye for now.
Don't wanna overthink it, baby.